Hey guys, how we doing?
What's up? Tough Thumbs here, hanging out with Gavco and Sebastian and Vance.
What's up?
We're going to do another knife discussion since the other one went over pretty well.
A lot of people enjoy this, yeah, so we figure we're gonna invite these too.
Yeah.
We'll try to translate.
We're going to put subtitles.
Yeah,
we'll put subtitles.
I hired Vance to translate me.
What?
What?
No.
So as always, this is
You're gonna
completely,
translate, no?
Yeah.
this is completely unscripted, nothing. We just laid a bunch of knives out. We're just going to talk about them here and there. Might miss
Some better ones, some worse ones. Okay. Sebastian is like,
This should be a bit more of a heated debate here because we all have
it's gonna
different
be
tastes.
fun, yeah.
Especially
Like everybody
Vance
wants
here.
this knife. Like this is the most popular knife on the table.
No. No.
You see?
Little balance. Funny enough, like I like the knife.
I think we
But
most
all-
of us here hate this thing.
Three of these guys, they laughing at me just because I like it. I like it for some reason.
I mean, when it was coming out, I really wanted one. Dude, I wanted this so bad when I saw the pictures. Then I saw how much it was and how tiny it was, and I was like...
The new one isn't that expensive. I think it's like 60, 70 bucks.
yeah, but it's stupid looking.
It's the stainless steel.
I'm getting the gunting, the Jotsing. That one's cool.
Gunting?
What? It's got a gunting. The old Spyderco. Well, you guys don't know your Spyderco history. Never mind.
You don't know what a gunt is.
I do know what a gunt is. But it's called a gunting.
I think it's a cool.
Go ahead and correct me. All bad.
This is another one. Like they do like how it looks, but they kind of laugh about it. They call it what?
Can I put a shot in the middle here or something?
Tactical toothpick?
Talk about
Tactical toothpick. I prefer to call it the gentleman's fold of the future.
Gentleman's
I
Fold
love
of the
that
future.
knife. I really fell in love with it.
This is a
UTX
$200 toothpick.
You don't think it's overpriced?
It's a Microtech. Everything is overpriced a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Look, it's like the argument of you with the Spyderco. It's a company that makes high quality knives in a lower quantities, and it's a pretty complicated design. It's not like, you know, it's not a frame lug or it's not a liner lug where they
But
just cut a couple pieces
Aren't you
together.
friends gonna open your pocket?
Oh no, yeah. Somebody asked.
It's
if
hard to push that up. Look at this. I'm like,
Somebody was concerned that if it wouldn't by accident open in your pocket. No way. Like if you hand that knife to non-knife person who never handled one of the Microtechs, OTFs, you're actually gonna have a hard time pushing this open. It's that stiff. It's easy when you're used to it, you see it. But if you're not used to it, if you don't know what to expect, I handed this knife to my boss, adult, 40-year-old man, and he struggled to push.
well, most guys, you
open.
put a knife in most guys' hands that aren't knife collectors, and they most likely, usually don't know how to close the frame lock.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand that, but at the same time, you look at it, and the only thing that moved was this. So, I mean, it's kind of like,
Yeah.
okay, come on.
It's a stiff button, so people who are concerned about it, you don't have to worry about this opening in your
Can
pocket.
we do this first real quick?
Yeah.
I just want to know what everybody thinks of this guy. I mean, you guys saw it a bunch of times. Maybe the lighting's better on this, in this environment here. Probably not.
No,
And
But,
let me show it here. My guys didn't see it here. Most of the guys anyway watch more videos of Jeff. This Jeff's, is it Warthog?
It's a Warthog. It's a Timascus Warthog,
It's
one of a kind.
beautiful, beautiful, one of a kind.
Titanium blade.
Timascus. It's really wicked. You get pretty good colors. It is better in the person, but
It's so much richer
There are
and deeper.
pretty good colors on this light for some reason. It's beautiful. It's nice, Warthog friction folder. What Jeff normally does, he's gonna be doing a lot of them for Blade HQ now. What is it, 50 altogether? Right now, like 20 something, and
Oh yeah, it's
then the
50.
rest.
There could be 22, and then more after
And this
that.
was one off, which is beautiful. It really is insane.
That's to get my truck. So, and I didn't see the truck today. I'm getting it tomorrow. It's nice. Very happy with it. So,
And this one, since we're talking about your work, Jeff did this funny project yesterday it was, or a couple days ago.
yesterday. Yeah.
This sound remove 710? 710,
Yep.
yeah.
Here, show it over here. So you know
It's
what you're talking about.
insane.
And let me bring it over this way a little bit so we can see. Yeah. Yeah, it's the same
It's
remove
kind of
from
Warren
yesterday.
Thomas style blade, the laminated carbon fiber with titanium. It looks wicked. It looks really neat. I'm not the big fan of this lamination. They look cool, but they're kind of unpractical. But on this knife, it just goes together. I mean, come on, look at it.
And like before, I'm going to go ahead and grab the camera
insanely
because
cool.
this is just terrible. Can't see what he's talking about at all.
It looks insanely cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm very,
He kept the stainless steel frame.
Sorry.
He just hand rubbed it. It's a good looking blade this way.
It's like an earthquake here. Who's that?
Just made your Instagram.
Oh, we're doing a video right now.
Oh.
Danger digits.
What
I
else?
gotta come back and take some pictures.
Okay. My wife's gonna do an Instagram for me, so you guys can see stuff. She'll walk in here probably every day in my shop and probably take some pictures, I guess, which is cool with me. So.
I want to pick this one up now.
All right, now we're gonna talk about the
new kid on the block here.
Chris Martin, Vance's new knife that he got in a trade.
Phantom Steelworks.
Phantom Steelworks. So I've been following this guy's work for a long time on USN. It definitely catches your eye right away because of the unique style that he's got on his blades and handles. He does like the crazy grooves and like real primitive, like high-tech look to it. This one's a special one straight from him. It's really nice.
Some people are not crazy about these things. I personally like it. It is aggressive. It's not that hurtful. It's a pocket knife that you're not gonna be bushcrafting with. You're not gonna be whittling, you know, your wood spoons with it. It definitely has that fit, that look to it, that you look at it and you know instantly who's the maker, which is pretty cool. This I actually like the previous one, what you guys had here, with Jeff customized a little bit.
It's the same. It's
I like that one
blade
better.
shape,
Yeah.
But it's same thing if you take off the overlay.
And this is like a Damascus overlay. Really neat.
These shiny
really
blades are
nice
messing the
knife.
light up.
Good detent, good flipper, little sticky lock. One thing again, I don't know if the maker will be watching. I would recommend chamfering the corners a little bit. I don't mind the way that it actually has a big like a jimping. It's cool looking, but if you just round off the corners. Beautiful anodizing, the heat anodizing. Look at that. The corners are blue. What?
I'm doing the quick zoom in, zoom out horror thing with the balance over there.
What do you think about that, Sebastian?
Yeah, let's see what Sebastian thinks about this guy because we're not getting enough opinions
It's probably
here.
too small and too funky for you, no?
It's actually, I like it. What you say, definitely unique, like you can recognize his style. I don't find necessarily the best feel in my hand, which is a little rough. But it's very interesting.
It's kind of a trade-off between comfort and cool factor.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not uncomfortable. It's not going to cut you or anything
I
like that.
appreciate
But
that. Then, like the
it's
knife maker has
gorgeous.
something different, you know, and it's recognizable.
I mean, each cut is perfectly spaced and everything. I mean, a lot of time went into it.
definitely,
You know,
it's perfection.
it's awesome.
I think it's actually, I think that's water jetted. I think
You think?
See, I think you see the water jet marks in the grooves inside. It looks like, I don't know, I might be wrong.
I don't.
I might be wrong.
I
It
don't
looks
think
like
so.
it. I don't know. To me, it look. I have no idea, but it looks like when you look on the inside of the grooves, that's kind of what the water jet, the fine water jet, looks like. But I might be wrong.
I don't know.
It might be.
It kind of looks. It kind of looks a little.
It's your friend asking.
If it is, he did a damn good job cleaning it up. I mean, it looks orange peeled in between each one. There's like little ripples in there. I mean, it wouldn't be too hard to do that. I mean, you put that in the vise. I mean, as long as you got a good, you know, he probably has a process he does that, you know, he probably sets the two scales side by side in there and just does a quick pass with something or something. I don't know. I mean, he probably drills it out with a drill bit in the beginning. Marks it out and just solid piece.
Unless when they water jet out the blades and stuff and
Maybe,
titanium
maybe.
and do it.
What do you think, Wes? It's your knife.
I like it, man. I like. I mean, it's not my thing because you see, my thing is all like
twice the
bigger
size.
stuff.
It's normal thing.
I like his work a lot, and
your tactical
hopefully I'll be getting an XL version sometime in the future. So
You should get an XL of this Woods knife.
yeah,
He needs to make a bigger one of that. I mean, that'd be really cool.
I don't think bigger's in the happen.
Yes,
but
he pointed it out.
the next one's going to be smaller in a different blade shape.
It's a little folding knife. This is the gentleman's folder. That's what I normally carry in New York City.
Yeah.
It's like,
I think it's a beat.
is it flipper? It's flipper, but I can't reach the flipper. It's insane. This is the, you said it was first folding knife of this knife maker. It's insane. It's really cool. Like, it's gigantic. It's too big for me, but it's really nicely made. And this thing is probably heavier than this big fixed blade. It's even heavier.
yeah,
It's
it's
even
ton.
heavier than Jeff's.
With the copper and everything, that's WR Blade Works.
WR Blade Works.
Walter
This
Randolph.
is even heavier and by a fair bit than the WR Blade Works.
He even told me that it's a show. You know, he made it as like a showpiece.
Showpiece.
Basically, it's
The big knife. I mean,
good
they're,
to
you know
get
what? They're
your name out
showpieces
there,
that
like,
you could
make
actually
something
use.
Like
That's,
that, yeah. That's a pry bar,
Well,
basically,
let's go
with
back
that
to
3V.
this. Last time when we made the video,
okay.
we touch up on the militaries.
Everybody's what do you guys think of militaries? I mean, it's classic Spyderco. Everybody's loved one at one point.
Yeah, you said you are looking to
I would
getting one
like
of
to
these,
have
right?
one of the fluted ones, but I don't have no one of them, so
I mean, here's
never
my
had one.
my thing about military is I've had a military in my collection probably since the beginning of collecting knives. It's always been one of my favorite knives, but at the same time, I've always let them go. I've had about 6 by now over time. I started with a Sprint Run Orange, went to black, the full black one, serrated one. I mean, I had a bunch of them, and I had the titanium one. I never wanted it because I had one problem with the militaries. Is the screws in the body, they suck.
Yeah.
I hate them. I mean, it's a tough knife. It's supposedly a tough knife.
Normally.
You have a Paramilitary 2 has 1,000 times better screws in it. And they made a Paramilitary 2, but didn't make a Military 2. And the military was around before the Paramilitary, so why? But the thing is, now he brought over the fluted tie military, and as you can see, the screws are a lot better. They're a little bit stronger, I know from experience with a lot of Spyderco screws, what strips and what doesn't.
When I took
and these
this one
strip
apart,
so
when
bad.
I took that one apart, it was Loctited a lot. I put a lot. I was scared. That's how much force I had to put on the screwdriver. It bended the screwdriver, but the screws didn't let go.
Really?
So they have to be really
Should
good
have
because
used the heat gun and heated it up.
See, I'm amateur. I don't know that shit.
Yeah, you don't know that. Everybody knows that,
That'll
man.
loosen up the Loctite and then they turn out
Dude,
easy.
I was cranking on the driver so hard, but didn't let go. So they are good, those screws.
Yeah, this is like a concealed carry Strider version of like a. I like this. I'm probably getting one pretty soon. Customer of mine said he
I
wanted
do
to trade
like
it
that.
for
Kind of
some
looks
work.
like a Wilson Combat
Yeah.
thing. Going
It's very
on with the
nice.
lines.
And that's
It's
not
cool.
the original. We just re-anodized it today.
Yeah,
the
Gapco,
original one
yeah.
is a little different. It has a really cool heat anodizing even from the factory. It is very pretty knife even from the
I
factory.
like it. It feels cool. I like this like weird like bump here for the cutout relief cut. I don't know why. I just like it. I kind
looks
of
nice.
it's machined look to it with the
Yeah.
grooves going over top of it. Yeah, it's a nice. I like it a lot more than the regular tie.
I still
a lot
think
more.
there should be an option on the military for tip.
Yeah, that's where they should address that with the
That
military
option
too.
should be on every production.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So if Spyderco's watching here, are we all ready for a Military 2 to come out, like the same as the Paramilitary 2?
knife. With the different lock? Or
No, with the better screws and the better design. I don't know, like they fixed the Paramilitary.
Pocket lip should be.
I like that everybody jumped and said yes right when I said that.
I mean, you know.
I think the paramilitary is so good too. Like I don't really care for the military. It's not
They
a big
could do
difference in
for the
size.
people who like this. I would say they probably should come up with military with the compression lock.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
That would be nice, you
That
know,
would be
or
nice.
just like make this bigger. It's the same knife pretty much.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If they just made a Paramilitary 2, like that's a military with the tip up, tip down option.
Yeah, I
and-
think if this would come out like a paramilitary with the compression lock, it would be a bestseller. Like
It's a nice
some
pimp
people
job, dude.
love the big knives, huh?
It's a nice pimp job on that Paramilitary.
Right,
I don't
I
think
don't
anybody's
know.
seen that one.
One douche made it.
Oh, that-
Mike carries it. Mike carries
love
it.
it.
He
Thumbs
carries this all the time.
Yeah, I love that knife. That is my definitely
I love the
in like
ghetto
top,
wave.
top five. Actually, it's funny because my top knives they grow more and more. There's a couple that I really just love.
This is older work
And
for me.
lately I cannot make my mind which one I want to carry. That's like I love that. I love the Strider. I love my Anso, and I actually grew to like this one a lot. I carry this one often, and even Hinder. So there's like a couple really cool high-end knives that I love to use, and EDC. I just cannot make my mind. And just imagine you have Hinderer, $400 Surefire, $700 Anso, $400 Strider, but I still the $100 Paramilitary is one of my favorites.
It is a perfect EDC. We discussed that last time.
Yeah.
It definitely is a good go-to knife. I mean, I've gone hard on one of these, and you know they hold up. Lock's good and everything. So we've talked. It's like beating a dead horse now.
Crazy video with those, and they still help.
What
Yeah.
about the new BBR?
Oh yeah, we got the new Bastinelli here.
Too.
New Bastinelli. You got another Bastinelli right
Sebastian got the BBR2.
While he's showing that, I'll show you
the
this one.
smaller version. Really like it. He said when I talked to him on the phone that it's kind of pinching the way
Oh,
the
yeah.
lag is cut. I can see that.
I'll
but
vouch
I think,
for it.
I think over time you just get used to it. I think you just get used to that.
Adjust.
You have to move that finger like right
There's
away.
nothing really wrong with it.
Yeah, it's not. You
when
just
when
feel
you're
it
watching
touches
when
you.
you're watching the TV and you flip it like I don't know 100 times in like an hour, then you feel. You know what I mean? This is like irritate your finger, but that's all.
I really like that knife. It's the handle is super nice.
Yeah, it reminds me of an
Pommel is
XM18.
beautiful.
Like the way it feels. It's a small knife, and it's
It's
just
lightweight.
very
it's a
capable
quality.
shape and everything.
One thing I would be
put the
very
nice edge on it.
curious about, and I noticed that on Bastinelli he loves D2 still. Everything he makes is D2. I would love to know if like Why? Because I personally think the tool seal on the EDC knife,
This
pocket
punches right
knife,
here.
is like
Because it sticks
so.
out.
I don't know. I
D2
personally-
steel, you don't like it?
I don't have any problems with it.
It's great steel, man. I mean, I have the Hess
But
folder is never
you
rusted
have-
on the edge, and I don't take care of it. And like,
If you carry
edge.
if you carry a D2 steel in your pocket in the summer, it will rust.
well, no,
It
don't.
will. It
This is
will.
D2. I've been carrying this one. Well, I carried my onslaught to the beach.
I had D2 knives in my pocket in the summer when I was sweating. They rust.
Well, I was carrying my onslaught to the beach, and so I rusted right away. My limited edition sprint run one, and that rusted right away. That was my first like experience with something
that's
rusting
the
instantly.
cause. No, and the question is like, I don't know why. I would like to know why some knife makers do that, because you have a lot of these options of the really good, even affordable.
D2 is
and
very
expensive
available and very cheap.
Stainless steel. It's not really. It costs you the same money as CPM 154, S30V, and all those steels. There are really small differences in the prices. And that's why I'm curious about why. I would like to know. I'm curious.
I have a good experience with these two. I do like it.
Well,
I'm not saying it's a bad steel. I'm
it
just
didn't
saying
rust on me. I was thinking
No?
the same thing. I was carrying my 710 like in.
It rusted on me.
See, I never had rust, man. I mean, I never had a problem with the rusting.
Holds the edge
I
pretty
have.
good.
Just at the beach,
you
but what do you
just-
expect? I was at the beach, salt water, like the air's
very
like
salty too.
sweaty, salty.
mine is.
Well, you're not, I'm not as dirty as you, so whatever.
Anyways, I love this knife a lot. It's a
nice.
really cool knife, very very nice and smooth opening, very fast opening.
Can we talk about this guy now? Benchmade's new flipper. This one is pimped, but quiet.
Oh, I'm sorry. Invaded your space. Your airspace. Yeah, that looks a lot better than the original scale. The funny thing, they got really nice G10. Like we talked about it last time. They got nice G10 on it. They could do really cool stuff, but they just
It was terrible.
didn't finish it.
Now, well, for me and Vance were talking earlier, and we basically took this and I covered the flipper up with my finger here, and it kind of looked better and looked like they originally did it this way or something, and then they changed it last minute. This flipper is so bizarre to me. When I took it apart, it goes around the entire axis lock, and it just seems like an afterthought almost. Like Spyderco put out their flipper.
I was gonna say that maybe
Yeah.
maybe they added the flipper when Spyderco.
It does look like they just kind of added it on at the end or something. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. It's quicker to flip it with
With your thumb.
with the thumb side like you're used to. It's what you do when you have a Benchmade. Everybody's had a Griptilian, that you're just used to just whipping it open and closed. And the flipper doesn't really flip too well. I mean, it does, but you need a little wrist flip there if you hit it the wrong way. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's just it's nice, but it works good. It functions well. That's enough. But it's not a Tough Thumbs original. So.
What do you think about this one? I always admired this one at Sebastian's
it's an
place.
interesting knife.
I love that knife. That
It's
used to be
very-
my knife.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Very good. What's the maker you said?
Keeper. It's a fox knife.
Yeah,
No,
Fox.
the maker, the designer.
Borat
Borat
Kinsel.
Borat Kinsel. Is it
Yeah.
Marsh Artist you
Yes.
said? I
Yeah.
think, right? Very cool looking knife. I like it a lot.
That's it.
He trains, what is it, Slovenian Special Forces?
I wish it was Slovakian.
It's a high quality
We
knife.
don't have special forces. We do, I guess.
I always thought the
You are here, so
Yeah. You don't need.
little breaker on
Slovakian
the
special
top.
forces are in New York.
Yeah.
I like the breaker on the top, and it's got the CRKT style lock there, but it doesn't automatically engage, which is nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's a nice
It has that
knife.
fun
Ergonomic.
shape, but ergonomic, and it has the cool factor.
At first glance, it looks like some kind of like bullshit, like crappy Mall Ninja stuff, but actually, it's
That's not.
closer inspection. It's real smooth. Everything's nice and solid on it. It's got a lot of features.
Fox Knives military division.
Yeah,
which
it's
is
nice.
totally
They make
different.
good.
I'm not a big fan of their regular Fox Knives. Some that I've seen,
Did they have
they
copy?
just
Have you
didn't
go to the-
impress me. I saw them at the Army Navy store.
N690, which is like I like that Fox uses that.
Yeah,
I love
it's
that.
good
Yeah.
steel.
And it's coated, which is even like overkill for that steel. 'Cause it doesn't rust very
And that's a
easily.
good coating too.
Yeah.
do the same thing on this one too. This is something similar.
Yeah, Fox makes that. They're in
What are
military
these?
division. Combative edge.
Combative edge. I don't have much experience with these.
The N690.
Yep, and 6.
What is
Nice serrations.
The
Michael Walker?
M1.
No, Christopher Walker was
Chris, oh no, I can't think of it. He's
the
like,
same thing. He's a martial artist.
yeah, he's a martial artist. He's
Sebastian bought the
Can't
knife
remember.
before he learned how to
having a
sharpen.
brain fart.
That's why the serrations. No, is there any reason? were you into serrations at sometimes before?
We're about to go to part 2 here.
Even some of the knives looks really cool. Like
it's a nice
I think
skinny.
every
It's
knife is
you
not
like
bad
well,
to have.
Yeah, I have the
serrations,
same
but
thing with Sebastian.
On some of the knives that like looks good. I take it by the look because I'm more a collector than actually. I do use my knives not so much, so I think it's good on that one. But serrations are generally good. I would prefer having serrations if I would go an army or something like that when you need a sharp knife and you get dull your knife.
I've had experience where I've needed serrations.
Anything anyway. What Jay was started to saying that Sebastian likes the narrower handles, and I have the same thing. I like the narrower, slim profile knives. That's one thing we have in common with Sebastian.
Easy to carry.
Yeah, I like it. It doesn't bother you in the pocket. It makes the knife lighter, and it's a pocket knife, so it's not like you have to be really concerned how nice it feels your hand. Like for outdoor use, it's a pocket knife. I hate using pocket knives for outdoor use, for heavy duty cutting and stuff like that. I never do it. That's why I have a fixed blade in the backpack at all times.
See, I find this one to be like a perfect carry. Actually, it kind of grew on me because it's like a thick piece of G10, thick piece of titanium, but it's slim and it's nice and just
it's lightweight. It's a nice
really tiny.
knife. You
get a good grip.
Not big fan of that finger choil up front.
Nobody likes finger choils, so
No,
that's a thing kind of now.